I'm 32 and I'm transgender. And I was watching this video tonight that was telling me that she worked for like special forces or something for like the past 4 presidents. And she was saying something about how in her job, she was one of the very few women to be in that field. And the interviewer was like, what's it like being a woman in that field? Like, how difficult was that for you? And she was like, you know, the moment you start asking questions like that, you've already failed. And I thought that was really powerful, how it's a sort of defeatist mindset in a way, and you start questioning yourself because you're a woman, and being a woman all of a sudden is a negative, and you start to have this mind chatter, and it distracts you and prevents you from focusing on you just doing your job, right? She was just there to do her job as a special forces agent. And I thought that was really powerful, how she just said, if you start thinking about that question even, you've already failed. And she said she just did her job. She didn't think about it. And she was extremely good at it. And it struck me. I want to be that way. I want to be able to believe that me being trans is not going to affect things in my future. But sometimes I wonder if I'm just being really, you know, sort of overly idealistic, not realistic, almost living like a fairy tale, or like living a lie, or like, what am I doing? I was like, tonight I was like, what am I doing? Like, what? I almost felt fake, that I was so hopeful for things for me in the future and questioning it. And I saw this video last night that my friend showed me about these trans girls discussing dating, and they were explaining how trans dating isn't dating, it's just fucking. And then they were saying how the sooner you accept that, the happier you'll be as a trans girl. And that just really bothered me. And how they were saying how, you know, you're not gonna find a man that's gonna be able to take you home to their mother. And I've been fortunate enough to have met someone, but when I watch that video, it always puts this doubt in my mind. Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, am I being overly optimistic about my future, or is there something to what I'm doing? You know, and then I was watching Atypical, which is this Netflix series I've been watching with my boyfriend over Zoom, and it's about this autistic child who grows up in high school and all this stuff. And there was just a scene with the family together, and the mom was just saying how great it was that they were all together, and how she had all these hopes for her son, and he overpassed all those sort of hopes and dreams she had for him. And it made me really want to be a mom, and I really want to be able to have children, and I really want to be able to have those moments and share them with a family where I can feel proud, you know, of my children. And I'm like 32, and I feel like I'm so far away from that goal. I haven't even finished medical school yet. After that, I have to go to residency, and it's like, I just need to make sure that I'm on the right path that makes sense for myself. And I just don't know. I don't know if I'm pretending or if I'm living a fake life or what I'm doing, but I do know that I wanted what that mom has in that show. It's kind of a fucked up show. I mean, she like cheated on her husband and all this stuff. I mean, I don't want that part, but like, just like the fact that she had this loving family and they were all gathered together at the aquarium, and how her kids like exceeded all her expectations. Like, I want to have expectations for my kids, and I want them to exceed it. I want to have kids. I want all these things, and maybe I'm being way too idealistic thinking that can happen to me. Like those girls said in that video, like, the sooner I accept that it's not a possibility, the sooner I'll be happy. It's like, I don't know what to do sometimes. And like, yes, I make videos about dating while trans because I do think I've learned a lot along the way, but I'm still very imperfect and full of flaws, and I don't know everything. And this is one of them. Is there a next step? You know, I want to be a mother. I don't know when. Career-wise, I don't know when. I can't have biological children 100%. I can have like somewhat of a situation that's biological. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. And I had to let this out and talk about it. I would love to hear from people what their thoughts are about transgender mothers. Because it's something I really want. You know, I want a family. I want to be able to support children that, you know, have some of my genetics in them. Doesn't have to be like, you know, 100% like me and whoever I'm with, my partner, but some sort of combination would be nice. And see features of me in them and of my partner in them as well. I don't know, there's so many things on my mind right now. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a good Sunday night, Monday morning. Please let me know your thoughts about transgender parents. I'd love to hear about it.